Empire Pool Lounge for tonight's final of the South Australian State 9-Ball Championship. Two competitors tonight, Mikey Cacciola, who everyone probably knows pretty well, and Jassem Al-Hasawi. Welcome to the Empire Pool Lounge. Should be a great final, this one. Probably the two best players of the tournament. Yep, welcome to the Empire Pool Lounge. If anyone just missed that, we've got the final here. Jassem just broken off. Just played the one in the corner, just cannoned into the 9 there. Didn't want that result. Tried to land on a 2-ball for the bottom pocket. But, probably looking at a safety shot here. Just push the 2-ball over by the 7, get a bit of separation there. Mikey probably looking to push the 2 back down this way and put the white down the bottom end of the table. That's exactly what he's played. Good shot there. These two guys would know each other's game quite well. Played many matches in the past, and I know they practiced together a lot years ago. Jassem was a great help to Mikey in his younger days. Growing up, I know that he helped Mikey immensely, and Mikey's just come on leaps and bounds, and these days he's just about winning everything. So yeah, great player, Mikey. Both great players, but down goes the 4. Nice shape on the 5 here. Oh, just one. I was about to say one rail out for the 6 shouldn't be a problem, but that's a uncharacteristic miss there from Mikey. This will be a race to 13. Jassem on the 6, probably come around 2 rails, I'd say here. No, decide to play 1 rail. Nicely shape on the 7. There's a soft stun shot off the long rail here. Yep, Jassem in good shape here to take the first frame. Oh yeah, cued that one nicely. A lot of bottom. Pull across for the 9. Down goes the 9. That's 1-0 to Jassem. I believe it's alternate breaks in this final. Certainly helps. Been watching a lot of the World Cup of Pool that's just on TV at the moment, and in that tournament it's winner breaks, so certainly gives the advantage to the player winning the frame to continue breaking. Can certainly get on a run, but this format with the alternate breaks certainly makes it a little bit more interesting. Mikey's come up dry there on that break. He's left Jassem a shot at the 1. Not that easy to get it on 2. Probably try to top through this. Oh, there's another miss. And I think he's left that. Good opportunity here for Mikey to get on the board. Ball's nicely spread out. 1 just draw back for the 2. Could play this 1 rail, or we could play this to come around the 4-ball. Oh, That's another miss from Mikey. He hasn't started this match well at all. Jassem just a little bit of left hand there. Couple of uncharacteristic early misses from Mikey. Not like him. When he's on a roll, you just don't see Mikey missing hardly a ball. But already he's missed in the first 2 frames. He's missed 2 quite relatively easy shots. That's a poor shot from Jassem too. Tried to go around those balls to land back on the 4. He's caught the 7 and he's hooked himself. Not just a matter of getting out of the snooker, but it's actually pushing the ball safe. You don't want to leave your incoming opponent with a easy starter. I think Jassem's just looking at the 4-9, whether he can actually come off side rail and perhaps make a combination on the 9 back into the bottom pocket. I reckon that's what he's looking at here. Absolutely great shot if he can pull this off. Just having a look on the long rail, just where he needs to play. Probably needs to play with a touch aside. Well, he's caught the 4 on the wrong spot there, but Mikey needs to get his teeth into this frame now. That's a better shot from Mikey. Nice stunner shot off the rail. Nice shape on the 5. I expect him to run these balls out from here now. The 5 comes straight down the table. Yeah, that's a really nice positional shot. Nice and close to his work. Back out in the middle of the table. And a straight screw back off the 7. Looks like Mikey should get on the board here. Just playing this one with the rest. Just got to drop it in, not a problem. Yeah, down goes the 8. Simple 9 ball, there we go, 1-all. In the semi-finals, Mikey defeated Alec Everardis. I think the score was 11-6 or something like that, I think it was. And Jassem defeated a snooker player who hasn't played much 9 ball, but performed quite well today. Jaegers. And I think that score was about 11-6, 11-7. Okay, Jassem breaking off. Try break. Left. Oh no, sorry. There has been a ball potted. My apologies there. Didn't see that ball go down. So a nice shape on the 1 here on the rail, but getting to the 2 ball's not going to be easy. Doesn't have a lot of angle. Looks like he's playing into rail first, trying to create an angle. Oh, that's a good shot. 2 must pass the 5 ball here. Jassem looks like he wants to get on with it, not taking a whole heap of time on his shots. Just would have liked the cue ball to land a little bit further over there on in the middle of the table, so he was straighter on this 4 ball. Now looking at whether he needs to cat him off the 9 or can he just probably screw straight across. Probably, well, Where's this landing? Tried a bit of an exhibition shot there, didn't come off. Looked like he loaded that up and didn't give enough side on the cue ball to get the cue ball out. Just have to play like a safety shot here, try and push the 5 perhaps back onto the back rail and get the white cue ball down table. Jassem's just spread to come in and watch the shot, make sure it's legal. That looked fine. Can't quite see where that cue ball's finished. Oh, it's finished right on top of the 8. Wow. Difficult cueing here for Mikey. Oh, that's a fantastic shot there from Mikey. Great cueing over the ball, it's never easy. Just a one rail. Yeah, that's good touch. Down goes a 9. That's 2-1 to Mike Cacciola. Mikey to break, leading 2-1 in this final. Five ball down, 1 ball down. Doesn't have a great shot here. The 2 balls end up on top end of the bottom end of the table here, or top end of the table, I should say. Just looking to play a containing shot. Scored a push out. Just left Jassem a similar shot. Jazzem's given the option to put Mikey back in. Don't know whether this is a great idea because there's quite a few balls over the other side of the table that Mikey can actually hide behind here. It's worked out well for Jassem as Mikey hasn't played a good shot there. He's left Jassem a 2 ball into the side pocket. Doesn't want to be too straight on this 3. It's getting to the 4 is going to be the tricky part of this equation. Try to create angle. And not a great shot for him from Jassem. Give Michael ball in hand. Mikey's left himself a fairly good angle here to get out for the 6. Oh, he's played that nicely. There's plenty of side on the cue balls, landed perfectly actually. Yeah. Well, Mikey made a couple of mistakes early, but Jassem hasn't capitalised, and now he's looking like going down to 3-1. Mikey in real good shape here. Well, I don't like that. Jassem just said you can have that, and not worried about letting him pop the 9 ball. Any shots missable under this pressure. You just don't gift players frames. I don't agree with it. Not good. Don't know whether he's in a hurry or what, but just not a good look either for the game. Sorry, Jassem, you're a great mate, but I don't agree with what you just did there. Okay, Jassem's broken off. It's 3-1 down here. Really needs to get his teeth into this game. A couple of loose shots. Just had Aaron Boyle come over. He played quite well today. A close match there with who'd you play to, Aaron? Marty. Yeah, Marty. I think they lost in the final of the Blancs comp, or
lost one else of their first round losers.
First round losers, yeah. So
sorry, made the final.
Made the final. Good effort by Aaron.
Personal best.
Personal best. You just said so. Well done, mate.
First time I've ever made a final in a 9-ball comp.
First 9-ball comp final for Aaron, as he says. So, no, well done, Aaron. Well, Jassem, what's he done here? He's just making too many errors here, and looks like he's starting to get a little bit annoyed with himself as well. Just can't keep making these mistakes against top players. They're going to punish you all day long. Mikey admitted before the game that he wasn't playing at the top of his form, but you know, if Jazz is going to keep gifting him easy chances like this, he's certainly going to take advantage of them.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I see it now. It's usually down the bottom. I'll look down the bottom. I see it.
Knowing Jassem like I do, though, he'll certainly dig his heels in. Looks like he's about to go 4-1 down, but I'm sure he'll come back. It's a long race. 13's a target, so it's still a long way away. 4-1, but Jassem certainly needs to start cutting out these errors that he's making and get himself into this match. So that's 4-1 to Mikey Cacciola.
Apparently it's D. Mikey Cacciola.
Mikey to break. The advantage is always with the breaker in 9-ball. You get a ball down and land on the next ball. When the ball's spread out, there's certainly a big chance to win the frame. Well, that's a really good break from Mikey. But has a 3 blocked a 2. Looks like on my picture here that the 3 ball may have covered the 2. Whether he can get around that 3 and bend it, well, it looks like he's playing it. Must be enough for him. Oh yeah, not a problem. Down goes the 3. Well, the way these balls are spread, this looks like being 5-1. Can't see Mikey not getting these. Just left himself a little bit of distance there, but that's fine. It's fairly straight. Just stun that in.
Ashley, grab one free, man, please. Yeah, bring 2, please.
That's all right. Nice shot there from Mikey. Jassem, come on, mate. You got to stop doing this. We've got viewers here watching. When I see the ball's potted, that's 2 frames. He's now just said you can have that ball.
Miscues happen.
Yeah, that's right. Anything can happen, as Aaron's just pointed out. Miscues can happen. Balls can be missed. I've seen so many funny things happen in this game. It's not funny. So, you just don't gift players frames. Okay, it might be pretty simple. You expect the guy to pot out, but make him pot the balls. It's something I certainly...
He's scratched.
Because you know what? The way Jassem's going in this match, it's just going to keep compounding on him now. Like, errors, he's making errors. He's going off the break. Gifting frames. It's,
It's not as bad as it looks. Unless he gets snookered behind the 6. Thanks, Ashley.
Mikey's certainly...
Not going too far.
certainly getting plenty of table time at the moment. Jassem can't get to the table. Oh, has he hooked himself here on this 5? For the camera angle, it might be just still on it. Oh, does he have to bend it a touch?
It doesn't look like he's trying to massage, but he did.
Yeah, he had to play that with a bit of side. Now, Jassem just needs to slow himself down a little bit here. Just take a little bit of time. Make sure. Yeah, this is easy for him. But he's under pressure. The scoreboard reads 5-1, so he needs to make sure these balls. You've got 5 balls to pot. They're all there. Just needs good shape on the 6, and the frame should be his. That's a shot. Just needs to leave himself. He's fine there. Just needs to. Maybe he's got a touch to the other side of the 6. Would have liked to be a little bit straighter on it. Should be okay. Just hold the white cue ball there.
I think he's taking the angle shot on the 7 to get back on the black off the rail.
Just might play a little soft cannon here off the side of the 8. Just a nice little slow shot, just to hold the white on the 8 ball.
Yeah, just hit the rail. Oh, he hit the 8 ball.
He's just played a little cannon, left himself an 8 to the corner. That's fine. Looks like it's fairly straight. Just needs to make sure of his pots now.
Yeah, it's just a hair off straight, but nothing bouncing off the rail to the left on cue.
That's better. Hit that one with authority. Down goes the 9. That's 5-2. Okay, Mikey to break, leading 5 frames, 5 racks to 2. Down goes the 6 ball. Hasn't got a shot this time on the 1 ball.
Push out.
Push out probably coming up.
Push out definitely be the call here.
Aaron in the background says the push out's the call. I probably tend to agree with him. I don't see any other option. I think the last time Mikey played a push out, Jassem put him back in, but don't know if he'll make the same mistake this time. Good shot there by Mikey, just killing the 5 and the 8 ball, just to make sure that he's well in this frame.
I think Jassem should hit that deep straight. Let the yellow ball come down, hit the rail 3/4 of the way down, and leave the white exactly where the yellow is. You can even play the yellow here to the left and get in.
Yeah, he's certainly.
Middle jaw, you should be alright.
Jassem just hiding, trying to hide behind the 4 and the 4 and the 2. No, he hasn't left it on. Mikey's going to have to try and jump this.
It's not on at all. It's a definite jump shot.
Ah,
Oh, that is just ripped off.
great.
Jump shot like that, and he's landed a snooze.
Great jump shot from Mikey, but unfortunately he's hooked himself on a 2. Don't know that he can jump this one. He's pretty close to the 9 ball, and also got the 4 ball in the way. I'm going to have to come off the long rail here, make contact with the 2. Hopefully get a good safety. Oh my God! 2 ball's gone straight in. A little bit of luck there for Mikey, but the fact that he might be worrying now that he pushed that 5 next to the 8, because he's going to have to open that up now somehow.
How are you supposed to beat this guy?
Tell you what, he's nearly played. He nearly played that really well. I think he tried to play the 4 so he could drop over to the rail and play the 5 across to the top pocket here, but I think he's run a little bit too far. He's off angle, so I don't think that shot's now an option.
He could go top right.
Well,
Now he can play.
he's still looking at the shot to cut to the corner. Very close to the 8 ball though. Certainly very close here. Yeah. I'm happy. That shot was very close, but I'm happy that he hit the 5 ball first. It's actually got a reasonable result from it. Hasn't left Jazzy an easy shot here. He played a long bank, but it doesn't really. Long bank doesn't really help him much because it's pretty hard to get on the 7. Jassem looks like he's playing the fine cut. Ah, oh, that's a fantastic shot there from Jassem. Deserves the result. Really good shot there. He's going to have to play another good one because cue ball's ended up on the back cushion, so he's now got to cut the 7 ball back into the like the green pocket. If you're playing snooker, say the green pocket, the cue ball's going to be tracking down table. Whether he can play a soft stun shot to hold the cue ball up, I'm not sure. How much angle he's got. He may have to send the cue ball around the angles to come back for the 8. Looks like he's trying to hold the cue ball. No, he's gone around. Oh, well, he's had a lot of check side on that ball. That's actually a really good shot. Great cue ball control there from Jassem. He stuck his heels in. He was 5-1 down. About to pull back 2 frames here. Just his concentration on this 9.
Look what he did to Jason Ahmed. Jason Ahmed had him 7-2 on a race to 8, and he beat Jason Ahmed 8-7.
today.
No, 2 weeks ago. The weekend you weren't here.
Oh, right. Apparently Jason Ahmed had Jassem 7-2 down a couple of weeks ago, and Jassem came back to beat him 8-7. He's certainly a fighter, Jassem. He's never ever going to give up. And like I said, this is a race to 13, so we're still a long way away from 13. Much too early in the match to be worrying about the scoreboard just yet. So that's now 5-3 to Mikey. Jassem to break off. Needs a good break here. Hasn't his breaks haven't been working that well so far. So let's see what happens this one. Oh, this looks like it could be a better break. Problem I've noticed with the players today is that no one seems to be able to keep that cue ball under control. If you watch the pros play, the really top pros, like Shane Van Boning and those sort of guys, when they break, they try to leave the cue ball in the middle of the table, and you know, seven out of 10 times they do that. Every time I see someone break off today, the cue ball's it's tracking down table, it's out of position. That's why you're not getting a great shot at your next shot. I don't think the players take enough care when they're breaking on trying to keep that cue ball under control. They're more worried about pace and making a ball rather than keeping that cue ball under control. Because if you leave that cue ball in the middle of the table, you've got both ends open, and if you land on the ball, the whole table then opens up. I only got here for the last few matches today, but I haven't really seen anyone breaking that well to keep that cue ball under control. And it's a big part of the game. Straight away it puts the player under pressure. You know, Jassem makes a mistake, lets Mikey into the table, and then you know, a guy like Mikey, he's gonna clear the balls, 8, 9 times out of 10. So really got to keep that cue ball under control on the break. It'll be Mikey's break next. Let's just see what Mikey does with his cue ball. Good finish there for Mikey. Just maintain his lead now. 6 frames to 3. And Mikey Cacciola. Not sure how many viewers we got. Hopefully we've got a few people tuning in for this final. Got 2 great players here. 2 of the very best noble players in this state. Didn't see Nathan Neems here today. Obviously he's away probably working. He's been in awesome form lately, and it certainly would have been a challenge for this tournament. Nathan's probably been the form player actually out of everyone in the state over the last probably 6 months, 12 months maybe. As you see with Mikey's break off, potted the ball, but the cue ball, finished down here near the pocket. And he's now missed the one ball. It's just not having that easy shot at the after the break off that's been hurting these guys so far in this match. I think if one of these players manages to control the cue ball off the break, it's going to be a big advantage to them on whether they win this match or not.
frame here, Jassem. One good shot off this one to land on the 3 and he's fine. And he only has to land sort of halfway between the 3 and that right centre pocket. If he lands anywhere in there, he'll be fine.
Looks like he's pretty straight on this.
Short and runs too far. He's still got a relatively easy shot past the plate.
Looks like he's landed pretty straight on this one, so he's just seeing if he can perhaps use the rail to come out on for the 3 ball. Doesn't have a lot of angle to work with here. Yeah, he's played the rail first.
He's gone way too far. Might have gotten away with it.
Doesn't have a shot on the 3 to the yellow pocket. Does have a shot. Does have a shot to the green. Oh no, we look wrong ball here.
3 fits past the
2 ball was the one that Jassem obviously played on. Brad's just picked that one up for me. Thanks, Brad. Jassem in nice shape here to take these. Just a little screw back off the 4, put straight on the 5. Don't see a problem here. He needs to keep in close proximity of the scoreboard. Yeah, nice cueing from Jassem there. That's perfect. There's a 9 down. That's a 6-4 now to Mikey.
Nice out, Jassem.
Not sure how many of you 9-ball enthusiasts out there. I'm sure a lot of players in the country have been following the Whirlpool Masters. And Matt Edwards from New Zealand doing really well over there. Won his first 2 matches. He's in the last 8. Playing later this tomorrow morning, I believe. Watched his match last night and was 6-3 down and won 7-6. Just for those viewers that might not be aware of what's been going on. And just to say, it's also performed quite well over there. Won his first match, played really, really well, Justin. But then I didn't see his second match, but apparently he lost 7-3. And apparently it was 4-love down, got back to 4-3. But you know, you're playing the best players in the world, quality field. But yeah, great effort by Justin and Matt, both being Oceania players from Australia and New Zealand. Great to see Matt Edwards doing really well in the tournament. Hopefully he can win his next match, get through to the semi-finals. That would be awesome. I bet all the Kiwis are back home have been watching, and great to see Matt doing so well over there. We wish him well. Anyway, getting back to the game here, Jazz has broken off. He hooked himself on the one here. Could play a push out, but the problem is with a push out, the 1 ball being so close to the pocket, leaving it somewhere safe. Like you nearly have to push out into a spot where perhaps Mikey has to play a jump shot or something like that. You haven't really got too many places to hide. You also need to hide somewhere where you're not going to be able to give Mikey an easy shot to put Jassem back in trouble. So Jassem has to really think about this one, work out where he's gonna hide the cue ball. Oh, don't know why. I don't know why Jasmine's playing at that pace. The thing is, even if that's the wrong shot to me, because even if he didn't get right behind there, it left Mikey a pretty easy jump. I don't think that was the right shot to play. Jazz is laughing to himself, and Mikey's having a bit of a chuckle as well. He's going to put Jasmine straight back in. I know he was in a degree of difficulty there, but there's always somewhere where you can hide the cue ball. Obviously, that wasn't the right place to hide it.
Which means he doesn't have to do the one. But if he doesn't make the shot, he can send him back into back. So what it is you play one shot.
Jassem looking whether he can come around off a couple of rails here. Angle doesn't look great from where he is. The 9 ball looks like it's in the way. The 4 ball looks like it's in the way. Perhaps he can go around the back of the 9, back of the 4, hit the back rail, and then perhaps clip the 1. That's exactly what he's tried. That's a fantastic shot. Great shot there. Great shot there from Jassem. Thought there might have been a little bit of acknowledgement from Mikey for that shot, but no, it just jumped straight up. And these two really fierce competitors. Mikey's played a good shot there. Just chipped off the back of the 1, trying to hide behind the 2 ball. Not sure if Jassem can get past the 2 ball here, perhaps swerve around, make contact with the 1, try and send the 1 ball down table. Oh no, he's playing plain balls, must be okay. Hide behind the 8, that's a nice shot from Jassem. Bit of a tactical battle going on between the 2 guys here. Mikey trying to play 1 rail, trying to get the ball safe. Well, don't know whether Mikey attempted to play 1 rail and make that 1 ball there. The pace he played it looked like he was trying to actually make the 1. Left Jassem a shot at the 1. Getting back to the 2 is not easy. Jassem's certainly got a great array of shots where he can load the ball up with heaps of. He's got heaps of cue power. Can certainly pull off some great positional shots. I've seen him make angles that don't even look like they're there in the past. Certainly the 1 goes. So we can screw to the rail with reverse side and try and get the cue ball back down for the 2. Perhaps that's what he's looking at. Oh, he's tried to go around the angles there. Problem is he caught the 4 and just shut down the angle of the cue ball, and really fine cut on a 2 if he tries to take that down to the bottom pocket. Don't know if he'll play that. Could play a bank shot, but I don't reckon he'll play that either. I reckon he'll be looking for a safety shot here. Perhaps hide the white cue ball behind the 8. Yeah, behind the 8's a shot he's looked at, or behind the 9. That's pretty good. Mikey might be able to see the 2, but he hasn't got a shot on the 2. 4 balls blocking the path to the bottom pocket. Mikey will be looking for a safety here on the 2. Try to send the 2 ball down table and get the cue balls to a safe position. Well, he's had a little bit of luck there. He's 2 balls end up cannoning the landing next to the 4. Jasmine's going to have to find another safety shot here. Don't know whether we can bump the 2 ball past the 4 and just hide behind the 4 or not. Maybe a little bit too straight to play that shot. Important that he gets this cue ball safe here. That's a fairly good shot. Yeah, that's a good shot from Jassem. He's got a nice safety there. 2 ball on the back rail. Good safety battle going on in this frame. That was the first one to make a mistake. Probably going to lose the frame. Balls are situated quite well. I believe there's 6 balls on in the middle pocket there. Oh, Mikey won't be happy with that. That's Jassem a shot at the 2. Fairly straight. Probably just going to have to roll this one in and play the 3 ball back down to the top pocket here. It's never easy when you're shooting off near the rail too, if you're playing these shots at dead weight. No, he looks like he's jacking up on it. Probably trying to stun it in pace. Oh, he's stunned it in, but he hasn't stunned over. I thought he might have just played that with normal just run. Probably didn't like it. Don't know that he'll take this on down the rail. It's not easy to get the cue ball onto the 6 here. Maybe looking to push the 3 ball down to the top rail here. Trying to hide the cue ball behind a 9. Well, he's left a fair bit of distance between the 2 balls. Not a bit, it's pretty difficult pot he's left Mikey. Mikey's such a great cuer, so he can knock these balls in. I've seen him do it many times. He's overcut that. He's got away with it again. Just having a little bit of luck go his way. Could have easily left that 3 on for Jassem, but he's obviously left it behind the 4. I think Jassem will be looking at kicking off the back rail and trying to push the 3 ball down table and leave the cue ball down this end of the table. Try and get some separation between the 2 balls and leave it safe. Well, it's left it safe. Funny, strange kind of frame, this frame. What's Mikey going to do here? Obviously looking at safety. There's no pot on. Pulling the cue ball back. Well, that's quite a good shot too. He's left Jassem in the jaws of the pocket. Long 3 ball. Jassem's going to obviously look for another safety here. Probably just perhaps chip the 3 ball to the side rail. Not leave Mikey a shot on the 3. Or perhaps can he double the 3 ball down table and hide the cue ball behind the 9 or the 7 ball. That's the shot he's played, the shot I've just called. He's played it really well. That is a great shot there from Jassem. 4 ball snooker behind the 9 ball. Looks like Mikey's going for the jump cue. Maybe jump this. Need a little bit of luck here, I think. Where these balls land. Well, he's left Jassem a shot. It's got a cut on the 3. So it's a green pocket. A natural angle for the cue ball to track back down here for the 4. One good shot required on the 3, and he makes a position on the 4. The frame should be his. Big shot this. Oh, fantastic. Well, yep, that's pulled up enough. Great shot there from Jassem. Perfect shape on the 4. Just roll this one in, play the 6 down the bottom. The 7's in the side. Well, no, he's not done what I said. He's playing for the 6 in the side. Surprised he did that. Thought the 6 was just an easy shot to play down there, but still okay. Trace his side on that, just hold himself up on the 7. Jassem coming back in this match. Mikey had an early lead, still leading 6-4, but Jassem should pull this now back to 6-5. Yep, nicely played. Back on.
It's on already.
Sorry.
Red's off. Red on or off? Red's on. There we go. Oh. Hello, everybody. Jonesy's taken leave. This is OB1, as usual. Sorry, just trying to get this headset set up. That's a good shot, Michael. Although it's made this shot a bit more complicated. You can draw it or you can go forward. Lovely draw shot. Should play right. Lovely. Class player, Michael. Looks like a walk in the park to him, doesn't it? Man, he can land that ball on the eye of a needle. Ooh. That was a bit of a stun, but I can't see it disadvantaging him much from there. brings it up to 7-5. Jassem's been doing rather well over the last few frames I've been watching. Brought it back from being a little bit down. Well, hello to our 8 viewers. Wouldn't mind dropping us a line and let me know who's listening. Well, it's 7-5 in favour of Michael at the moment on a race to 13. And unfortunately that was a dry break for Jassem. And those balls look rather tasty for Michael, who will probably run a rack from there. A little bit short, but he should be right. It's not going to disadvantage him much from there. Just bounce off the top rail, come back out for the 3. Ooh. Jassem's got a fairly good chance here now. Oh, reasonably nice sort of soft shot, should do this. A little bit of bottom right hand side. And should get himself the cut on the 5 to the right and play off the rail and land on the 6 to the opposite pocket. Actually, he seems out far enough there at the moment that he should be able to stun off that, put 6 in the same pocket if he chooses. He is choosing. He looks like he's playing right spin. Make that left spin. Oh, that is sweet. That is near on perfect. Nice gentle top shot. Oh, that is sweet. Look at that. That brings it back to 7-6 on a race to 13. Wow. 2 dry breaks in a row. Who'd have thought? And that is by no means an easy out. 4 and the 5 ball behind the 9 there are, as much as they're okay, they're still very tricky. Easy slip up and make a mistake. Got to really land nice on the 4 to get the 5 out. Somebody's stealing something in the background. No idea there's a final on. That is a great shot by Jassem. Yeah, that's the only issue with that. That 4 and 5 are really tricky. If you get a nice shot on the top one and you can top it through and kick the 5 on the way past, you'd be okay, but he's got to get to 2 and 3 first and then land proper on that. Ooh, and he's probably gone a bit far there. Now he's bridging over the black. But in hindsight, if he kind of tops through on the 3 ever so gently, he should be able to bounce off the top rail and come back almost on exactly the right line to play the good shot on the 4. But I think he's playing draw because it's not as far to travel. Now that actually looks like a really good spot, like I was saying earlier, to land on that 4 ball. So if he could draw back on that 4 ball, hit the 9 ball, he should get a nice shot on the 5. Only problem at the moment he has is the magic rack seems to be stuck. Looks like he's thinking about getting the magic rack out. And he's called in a referee to remove the rack if he can. And the referee being James Yardis. Rack removed. Just checking the reposition of the balls, making sure they're A-OK. Jassem's happy. Now the draw shot's a lot easier. Oh, pardon me. Oh, he didn't need a draw.
What's the name? Marty.
What happened with Marty?
Who won? He did.
Yeah, Marty won. He won 6-4.
Whoops.
It's it's awesome. What happened? Sorry, I was just doing something.
Chance to get it back later.
Yeah. Seems we're taking a break at the moment. I'll be back soon.
Hey Ricky, how you going, Mr. Watson? How are you, bud? We look like we're about to restart. Right. You can have the last couple of frames, don't you?
Hey? Yeah. Welcome back. Jassem's back at the table, trailing 6 frames to 8 in this final against Mike Cacciola. Jassem also, he's broken off. He's made 2 balls. Probably just looking to hide the cue ball here off the 1. Down behind the pink 4 ball would be probably the ideal spot to hide the cue ball here. Just fin edge. Yep. Well, he's played it absolutely perfect. Got Mikey in a spot of trouble here. Mikey just looking for an escape route. Probably try 2 rails, I'd say. Around the back of the 7 back rail. Try and make contact with the 1 ball. Not sure what he's looking at here. He's played it a couple of times today, Mikey. He's just tried to kill a ball, push the 4 or 5 ball together, just to make the finish for Jassem more difficult. Jassem now got the 1 ball to make position to the 4, which is going to be difficult. He's going to have to try to possibly move the ball, or perhaps pot the 1 ball and then look for a snooker off the 4 ball. The way he's playing this, looks like he's screwing straight back into the 2 balls here. Well, that's what he's done. Unfortunately, he's missed the 1. He's got a good result though. He's looks like he's got a snooker with the 6 ball blocking the 1. And Mikey trying to swerve around the 6. I don't know if he's going to try and make this. Oh, I think he did. I think Mikey was trying to make that 1 ball there. It's obviously left Jassem a good shot at the 1. Still the problem's the 4 ball. The 5's blocking the path to the bottom pocket at the moment. If he can come back past the 4, he can perhaps play the 4 ball to the top yellow pocket there. Referring to snooker, you got the yellow pocket, the green pocket, either side of the table, the bottom end of the table there. Anyone that knows snooker will know what I'm referring to. Perhaps he can play the yellow plain ball, come down to pot the 4 ball into the yellow pocket, as I call it. Well, that's pretty good. He's come underneath. Yeah, he's landed. That is actually dead perfect. That's a really good shot there from Jassem. Shot here now is no problem with the 4. It's just a positional shot. He has to get right off the 5 to the 6. 6 obviously doesn't go in the centre pocket. It's covered by the 8, but leave himself an angle. He's got a couple of choices here. He can draw the cue ball back, play the 6 down into the opposite pocket to where he's potting the 5, or he can play the 6 ball down to the green pocket. If he lands fairly straight on it, then he's just got an easy 6, 7, 8 finish onto the 9. Well, no, he's decided to draw a cross. Well, that's pretty good, actually. Jassem has a different array of shots. Probably not the shot some people would have played, but the shot he liked. He's played this really well, this out, actually. Yeah, nice finish, nice finish. Just a nice little stun shot on the 8, come back behind a 9. This 9 to make it only trail by 1 frame, 8 to 7. Looks like we could have a really good finish on our hands here, folks. So that's Mikey leading 8 frames to 7 now. Mikey with the break. Personally, I'd like to see winner breaks in these formats. I know alternate breaks makes it a little bit fairer for each player, but I just think the player that wins the frame deserves that advantage of breaking. The winner breaks. It's just just an advantage to win the frame and get on with it. I'm not sure. It's probably, if you did a poll on it, you'd probably get a split what people think, whether it should be winner breaks or alternate breaks. But I like the winner breaks format. I think you should reward the player for winning the frame. I know that's what they play in the Whirlpool Masters, which is on at the moment, and I like that format. And it's only a shorter race too, like I say, race to 7, but certainly adds to the pressure and the climax of the frame. Jassem with a shot on the 1 here. Doesn't look like he's got a bank shot on. Looks like he's going to hide the cue ball down at the bottom end of the table here, behind the 4-9. Probably try to push the 1 ball centre table and hopefully hide the cue ball behind the 4 or the 9 here. Well, no, so he's tried to bank that, but I thought the 7 ball was in the way. He's come up with a second prize. He's got the snooker behind the 6 ball. Mikey's going to now attempt a jump shot into the corner. Just elevating the cue. Probably a little bit too much. Something I noticed with the commentators from watching the top players play overseas, that with those jump shots, they're saying the lesser elevation on the cue, the better. So certain shots on those jumps, you don't really need to elevate the cue that much. Mikey just looked like he was elevating the cue just a little bit too much there on that shot. Nice shot there from Jassem. Just needs to probably check the 2 ball here off the rail. The 3 ball, I think, passes the 5, so that shouldn't be a problem for him. Well, he's tried to go around. Been a bit fortunate again. He's left snookered Mikey. Fairly easy jump this time, but problem with this jump too is that the two ball being so deep in the pocket, Mikey has to make sure not just by potting the ball, he needs to make contact with the side of the ball so he doesn't follow the ball in. I expect Mikey to make this two ball though. Yeah, which he's done. Good shot. Really good shot there. Jassem will be cursing himself for that last miss. Pretty easy shot for him. Down goes the 3. Obviously the 4 ball goes to the side. Still a little bit tricky this out. That's a nice shot. Just make sure he gets nice shape here on the 6. Come down past the 7. Well, has he overrun this a little bit? He has a bit. Still looks very confident. Down on the shot really quick. Yep. Jasmine's going to be really ruining that miss on that. I think it was the 4 ball that he missed here in the corner. It's cost him this frame. Yep. That's a nice finish here from Mikey. That's another frame that Jassem just said, no, Mikey, you don't need to pot that 9. I don't like the fact that he's doing that. Make the player pot the ball. That's 3 times now in this match. I've watched Jassem just gift the frame to him without letting Mikey pot the last remaining ball, 2 balls. 2 things about that. One, it's not a good look. It's not a good look for the match, people watching. And also, anything can be missed. You know, like, that. Okay, that's a fairly simple 9, but, you know, like, balls can be overcut, balls can be missed. Yeah, I don't like it. And I don't know why he keeps doing it, but... And you know what? It also says to Mikey, oh well, I don't need to pot this ball. He's given me the frame. Yeah, let's get on with the next one. You know, like, there's no pressure. It takes the pressure off him as well, because you don't know what he's feeling out there. You know, he might be feeling a little bit of pressure on that pot. Who knows? You know, he might not be feeling 100%. But Jasmine's just saying, oh well, here you go, have the frame. I don't know what the audience think about that, but yeah, I don't like it. It's just you don't see it overseas. You don't see it. I know they're good mates, but I haven't noticed Mikey do it back to Jassem at all today. So that's good. Mikey's doing the right thing. He's making Jassem pot every ball to win the frame, and that's how it should be. I think I'll have to have a little talk with Jassem after this match about that. He might not see nothing wrong with it, but there are people out there watching, and like I said, I don't think it's a good look for the game. Let's just try to hide the cue ball there. Mikey may be able to go across the table, and he may have left a combination on here. The 1 ball onto that ball that's on the back rail there, the 2 ball. Yep, that's exactly what's happened. Jassem's obviously had not looked forward enough to see that. Got to be so careful what you leave, you know, like when you're playing these class players, they're capable of pulling off anything, and you leave a shot like that. It might look difficult, but for a player of his ability, it's not that difficult a shot. Mikey's just fairly straight on the 6. Just wondering where he's going to go to land on the 7. Is he going to roll forward or stun forward? Yep. Oh, really nice. Really nice shot. Mikey's a smart player there. Just used the knuckle of the middle pocket there, just for to bring the white ball out a bit, to make this 8 a little bit easier for himself. Yep. Mikey at the moment definitely looking the stronger player of the two. Jassem just said, "Here you go, have another one." I think sometimes when you see that, it's just more out of frustration than anything. That he's saying, "Okay, you take the frame, but what does it matter? You know, like, let the guy pot the ball." Okay, the score now 10 frames to 7. Mikey leading. Jasmine's going to really have to knuckle down now in these next couple of frames, because Mikey's getting a lot closer to that finish line. 13's the target. He's only 3 away. Good break off for Mikey. Ball down. Yep, shot at the 1. Wow, he's got shot at the 1. 2's down, so just pot the 1, run through for the 3. Or he's going to play a snooker here. He's saying, "Jassem, I've got you in trouble, and I'm not taking the foot off the pedal, mate. You're going to have to come up with something special if you're going to beat me." Very smart shot from Mikey there. I thought he had a clear shot at the 1 in the middle, but he's taking no chances. He's in the box seat at the moment. He's in the box seat. He's saying, "Jassem, you're going to have to pull off something really good." Not sure what Jasmine's looking at. Oh, he's just taking the cue rack off there. Looks like it's going to be a 2-rail escape. And then a long rail to the top rail to kick the 1. Try and push it safe. Really needs to get this safe, because Mikey wins this frame. It goes to 11. It's going to be a really hard, long road back for Jassem from 11-7 in a race to 13. Can't really let this score blow out any further. Just looking at where he needs to make contact with that rail to try and push the 1 ball safe. Can't afford to give Mikey ball in hand here. Must make contact with that 1 ball. It's a good hit, but unfortunately, thought he might have played a little bit more pace than that. He's left Mikey a straight shot down the rail. Mikey's hardest shot here is going to be from the 4 to the 6. Just looking at where the 6 is. If that 6 ball is on to the pocket where he's looking at there now, then I favour him potting out here. So he's played that fairly well. Not sure what sort of angle he's got here. Doesn't look like it's a great angle. Where we can draw back to the side rail, it looks like the white ball may make contact with the 9 ball. Oh, there you go. Oh, Mr. Mike, he's been fortunate to leave the leave the 6 balls safe. Chance though, I think, for Jassem to hide, hopefully hide the cue ball for him behind the 7. Looks like he's playing fine off the 6. That's not the best shot in the world. He's left Mikey a chance on the 6. Not easy though. Whether Mikey goes for it or not, or whether he plays safe, I'm not 100% sure. Mikey's got the lead. He may attempt to take this on. He has. Oh, this is a really good shot. Although, has he got around far enough? Well, he's going to have to come up with another really good one here. Mikey seems to like these fine cut shots, so like he plays them really well. Oh, there's another one. Look at this. Superb. Absolutely superb. Jassem saying, that'll do. Won't worry about those 2 balls. You can have them. That's 11-7. As I keep saying, make him pot the balls. That's about 4 times, 5 times an hour. I think he just said, you can have those 2 balls, and if it was me, I wouldn't be doing it, but he's quite happy to do it. Mikey's 2 frames now off victory. Jassem's going to have to lift his game. Well, it's big break. Just pot a couple of balls. Does he have a shot on a 2 here? Just asked Damien to see if he can move the cue rack. Looks like looks like it's stuck on the 9 ball, so he's just don't worry about it. Leave it there. Just see if this 2 ball passes the 8 into the corner. Let's have a good look. Really hard to see on my screen here. It's only a small screen, so it's not really difficult to see. Looking at the table, oh no, he's made the plant. Oh, great shot. Wasn't sure that he was playing that, but great shot from there from Jassem. Pull one back. It's 11-8. Really needs to come back with a few more of those. Jassem's got a bit of a cheer squad happening here. His girlfriend Lynn in the background is supporting him. His teammate Hans here, and Damien's here. He's got his supporters. I'm sure Mikey's got his few supporters around as well. Might just hand you over to Aaron O'Ball in a minute after this frame, and he can take the match out for you. Match is situated now. Race to 13. Mikey leading 11-8. 2 frames required. But knowing Jassem, He's going to fight. He won't throw in the towel. Not a really great break off there for Jassem. He's got a shot at the one ball. He's really tried to make things happen in this match with some shots. It hasn't quite come off for him. A few shots where he's tried difficult shots to get position and just not got the greatest results. I think Mikey's played the more conventional sort of match. Done the basics really well. Yeah, like sometimes that's what all it takes, you know. Just keep it simple, do the basics well. Obviously, there's a lot of luck. Well, when I say a lot of luck, there's some luck that comes into an iron ball. That's part of the game. Yeah, you're playing a race to 13, and you're going to get some frames. One player has a little bit of luck and over another player, but that's part of the game. That's an iron ball. I learned that for a long time ago. Jazzem's gone for bank shot there. Great shot there for Jassem. Plays some really good shots today and hasn't had a lot of good things go his way or after. Even there, like he's made a great shot and he's laid it dead straight on this three. Yeah, a little bit of angle would have been nice, but not much angle here to work with. Well, he's played that well. Didn't have much angle, but he's played that really well. That was a top shot. Needs another one now to get nice shape on the 6. Can't afford to make any more errors in this match because otherwise this match is going to be finished. Left himself short. Thought he should have played for the 6 down to the bottom pocket here. He's played for the side and he's come up short. Can he cut this? No, he's going to try and cut the 6 ball back on the side. Yeah, that's a good shot. Excellent shot there from Jassem. He needed that one. Really needed that one because, like I said, Mikey's only 2 frames off, 1 frame off getting on the hill. See, easy 9 for Jassem, but Mikey's saying, you pot this ball. I'm not giving it to you. Down it goes. That's 11 frames to 9. I'm going to jump out the commentary box. Hope you've enjoyed the listening to me. I'm going to put Aaron O'Boyle back in to close this match out. Let's hope it's a really good finish. So like I said, Mikey 11-9, race to 13. Okay.
Well, hello everybody. You still listening, Ricky Watson? Send a message.
Rangers are playing Celtic tonight in an Old Firm match. And me being Celtic and Ricky Watson being Rangers, that's why I put a post up there saying you still date Rangers. I'm wondering if he's still a Rangers fan. But anyway, back to what we're doing here, and Jassem's doing rather well with his white ball positioning there. Pretty simple, straightforward white ball positioning. White ball not moving after you pot a ball, awesome. It's really good 8 ball. If you can pot every ball on this on this table and stun your white and leave it exactly where you played your opposite ball, it's a miracle. It's always going to be at least one shot, you've got to do that. I can't see Jassem being very well disadvantaged from here. Should just play this natural here at top if anything, and land left side of the 7 a little bit. It's probably gone a little bit far, but can't see it disadvantaging him from there, even if he stuns. Nice out, Jassem. And all of a sudden it's 11-10. Game on, says Jassem. I ain't given up yet. But just so everybody knows, Mikey, who plays for Empire Black, is one of my teammates, so I would rather Mikey win. However, Jassem's been showing me how to play a lot about this game over the last few days, so I really hope the best player wins on the day. Race to 13, there's only a maximum of 5 more frames. And that is a cracking break by Mikey, who actually might have a really good show at going game from there. Wow, what a shot. Doesn't look like getting disadvantaged at all this frame, Mikey. Yeah, Mikey pots this 9 ball, that puts Mikey 1 frame out from taking this out, and Jassem has to catch up 3. Or 3 to win, that is. Catch up 2, of course. Jassem versus Mikey Cacciola. Jassem will break. A dry break for Jassem here would be devastating. So let's hope Jassem gets one and we can keep this game going for a bit longer. Awesome, he potted that wing ball very well. But T's foul break. Not enough balls past the ball line. Mikey Cacciola now has a pretty easy out to nail this and finish up. Oh, and he's run that a little bit far, but can't see it disadvantaging him from there. And he has to land on the opposite rail, and he should be keen as mustard. Little drawback short. Same again, little drawback short. If a little drawback, even if he just lands where it is or rolls through 100 mil, all still the same shot. Ooh. Jassem's got the game of his life now. Needs to pop this out. Jassem. That's a good start. Oh, he should be just enough inside that 7 to get a good cue in action. And not having to bridge over the 7. Yeah, just a nice pace to land nice and straight on that 7. And then he's got a dead straight black after the 7. Oh, look at that. Maybe a little short, but can't see it disadvantaging him. Even if he has to run through, play the rail and come back to the black again, that's not an issue whatsoever. Looks like he's trying to draw back and land on the rail and play the black in the bottom left. He can, however, just top it through, play the rail and put the black ball in past the 9 ball, but he's electing to play different. That's a great shot for the middle. Great shot. Wow, game on. Wow. And then it was 12-11. Hey Ricky, if you're listening, what do you reckon the score's going to be in the Old Firm match later tomorrow morning? Put a post up here for me on the chat, and I'll tell you how wrong you're going to be. If you actually win, it'll be the second time you've beaten Rangers in the last 6 years. That was a cracking break by Mikey. Has he got a shot? Oh, that might be detrimental. But then again, he might be able to kiss off it just enough to kick the 2 and play the white ball behind the 3 ball. I think he's going game here. It looks like he's trying to play the 2 ball off the 7. Oh, my bad. tiny edge. I thought at 12-11 there he was going to go aggressive. But good shot. And Jassem has a shot. I don't think he can pot it in the bottom left here, but he can definitely hit it. If he does hit it, the angle of the white is very close to that bottom pocket. So he's going to need to draw. He's going to need to draw the white a little bit off that 2 ball to try and bring it up the table a little bit, to try and land it behind that 4 ball. And if it comes off, it'll be a good shot. Because even if he's a bit short with his white, and he's a bit right-hand side of the 4 ball, he should be okay as long as he paces it, because the 2 is still going to land mid-rail on the left. But the pace of the 2 ball should be at least further up the table, which gives him, if he's further down with his white, gives him more chance of getting that snooker if the 2 ball's closer to that centre rail rather than coming down lower. So it's percentage-wise is a really good shot with a bit of draw. Looks like he's electing to play left-hand side there. Bit unlucky. The left-hand side kept him away from the bottom pocket. Good shot. But, yeah, unfortunately, it just left him on the 2 ball. So now he's got although he can't really pop the 2 ball easily, it gives him an easy shot for a snooker behind the black. He did hard enough to get behind the black. Or he hit it too hard and was trying for behind the 7. One or the other. Right, Jassem can hit the 2 ball. He can see about a quarter ball. So if he can see about a quarter ball, he should be able to knock it in behind the 6 ball to the left there. And let the white ball carry up the table. And land the white ball anywhere near the black ball. Doesn't have to be behind the black. As long as it's anywhere near it, he should be fine. But judging by the angle and the place he's going to hit the toe, his white ball should hit somewhere just past the middle pocket on the rail. Unless he hits the 2 a bit thin, which will go in off. Or if he hits it a bit thick, he might go in off in the middle. But it's a very tough shot to go in off in the middle on the American table. Those knuckles stick out a fair bit on an angle like that. He's electing to play right-hand side. So he's trying to draw the ball in closer. Oh, look at that. Now that I didn't see coming. Good shot. Oh, sorry, Ricky, I didn't see the fact that you put that score up there. Celtic 3, Rangers 0. Yeah, sounds good to me. I was going to say 2-0 personally, but 3-0. Yeah, I like your score better. But, I've got no idea, Ricky, is it a Celtic home game? Is it at Celtic Park or at Ibrox? That's a really complicated shot he's trying to play there. Obviously needed a bit more left. Ball in hand, Jassem. And all of a sudden it's 12 all. Well, if Jassem pots out, of course. But I can't see Jassem getting totally disadvantaged from there. Yeah, Jassem's having a bit of difficulty here because he's trying to pot the 2 ball, pot the 3 and still land on the 4 ball. As much as it can be quite easy, but playing through on the 3 ball and the heavy white ball can run your white ball a bit too far quite easily. And if he runs a bit far, it's going to make an exceptionally difficult out. So what he's trying to do here is to play backspin on his 2 ball and try and minimise the distance his white ball's moving to make sure he gets that exact spot to land on that 3 to roll through to the 4. So if he stuns on this, he should go forward just a little bit and head towards the 3 and 7 exactly in that gap. Probably a bit closer to the 7 on the line. Or he plays right through it and puts the 3 in the opposite middle. Oh, he's come right up. Good shot. Now if the 4 ball looks like it passes the 6 ball in the corner, so he should be able to just draw back off this 3 and put the 4 ball past the 6. Lovely. Maybe a little bit short, but I can't see it disadvantaging him from there. Oh, Celtic Park. Thanks, Ricky. Yeah, I thought it was. By the way, you said Celtic 3, Rangers 0 in that direction. Going to be a very interesting last frame, isn't it, Ricky? If Jassem goes on and wins this one, it's 12 all. Yeah, speaking of which, Ricky, what happened to you today? We were expecting you. And I finished runner-up in the Blancs comp. First round losers. I lost in the final. Personal best for myself. Awesome at the moment. I got Jassem's girlfriend Lynn at the moment to the left of me, and she's quietly delighted that it's 12 all of a sudden. And yes, well, what a finish this is going to be. 12 all on a race to 13. Wow, that's a huge comeback from Jassem. Well, what a great match from both two of the freaking obvious best players in Adelaide. Whether it's 2-shot, American pool, 9-ball, 10-ball, 11-ball, whatever. These are two of the classiest players that play out of the Empire Pool Lounge. And there's a great deal of sportsmanship. Both of them just gave each other a knuckle duster. And all the best for the last frame. cracking break by Jassem. Oh, and the one ball sat up for him. Oh, but he's foul break. And unfortunately for Jassem, yes. But very difficult first shot here for Mikey. He might be able to actually play stun on the one ball and try and come between the 3 and 2, or between and bounce off a rail and come down and put the 2 in the bottom left. Or he can play top and just land there. And make me sound like I've got no idea what I'm talking about. Oh, what a shot. That was huge. Oh, wow. Mikey's looking at this with delight. Mikey's made his mind up to finish this frame. Ooh. He should still be okay, because playing it naturally should bring him back up to the blue dot. So he plays off that, he should bounce off these rails and come back 1, 2, 3 rails and come back to the blue dot-ish. Unless you play, oh, he's playing to the other pocket. Then he's gentle. Good. Just too good, isn't it? And I actually came here expecting to beat someone like this guy. Think I got a little bit of work to do. And Jassem just conceded. That is huge. Well done, Michael. As usual. Well, on that note, thank you everyone for having a listen. Thank you everyone for your comments. And well done, Mikey Cacciola, runner-up Jassem. And I'll see you next time we're about.